We'll whisper it very quietly as the January window shuts and we head in to the home stretch of season two. But things are starting to look a little bit more promising. We're 9 points clear in the race for the playoffs, and to be fair, we've got players back from injury, we're scoring goals, we've even added a bit of quality in January, and we're getting prepared for the summer too. Things are starting to look up at Luton Town, but you know a disaster in this save is only a moment round the corner. Yes, hello and welcome along to part 14 of this FM06 Let's Retro Save from Luton Town. We are back today in 4th place in the league and we've got a big game to start with. 4th v 5th as we host Stoke City. In fact, we go away to Stoke City. It shows how much attention I've been paying. We've then bizarrely got 8 days off before we face Burnley and then 2 games in 3 days. I'm not quite sure who put that scheduling together. Classic old FM, but if you're looking forward to it, please do chuck a thumbs up on the video. We've got a little bit more January news to reflect on, including a surprise sale of a youngster and one more addition that we didn't think we'd get in. So let's go and start with that news and see what's been happening on the transfer front at Luton Town. Because as you saw at the end of the last episode, we brought in Derry. He had a really good impact from the start. He scored a goal already and he's looking a really solid pro. So this is what we were talking about with adding depth. Last year, our 4th choice midfielder was Peter Holmes. And with the greatest of respect to him, he's a League One player. He's gone on to a League One club and he's a rotation option there. We've now got a player who's an established Championship pro and he is our 4th choice midfielder. So real positives on that front. We then also, remarkably on appeal, got a work permit for Nick Basagno, who's not been able to play yet because he's been on international duty quite a lot. But at 18, as a centre-half and holding midfielder, he is a star for the future. And most importantly for me, he will make us a big profit regardless. So really looking forward to working with him. He looks a good addition too. And again, go back to last year, 4th choice centre-half, I don't think actually existed. Russell Perrett did it when he was fit. Basagno is now that. It's such a big upgrade across the squad. We have, though, had a couple of departures, of which some may surprise you, because 2 players have gone permanently, and one of them is Leon Barnett, who had a good loan spell away the first half of the season, but Hartlepool came in with an offer and said, look, we're going to offer you about 50 grand. And I said, no. You're going to offer us good money and a big sell on if you want him. And he did. 350 grand for a player who's 21 now, has had his injury problems in this save, and while he's improved, he's not developed to a level where I think he's going to threaten the team. He's nowhere near O'Brien, Heikkinen or Coyne. He's nowhere near Basagno now, who we've got in for free. And for me, he's not worth 350 grand plus the sell-on. So when the opportunity came about, I thought too good to refuse. And my other question is, why are a club in the middle of League One signing him? They're signing him, he's doing well, and if he plays great, his value will go up and we'll make more money in the future. It was too good to refuse in my book. The other one we let out, again permanently, was Stephen O'Leary. Just not developed the way we wanted. Wouldn't sign a new deal because he was unhappy at a lack of football. And again, not threatening Championship level yet. So he goes to Partick, 10 grand and a big sell on again. A bit of money for the future of Luton Town, which hopefully will just drip feed in and surprise us in the future. We've also got one deal pre-agreed for the summer. Another one in centre midfield. And that's Michael Doyle from Coventry. He's out of contract at the end of the year, the 25-year-old. He's had a couple of good seasons in a Championship. He's been getting assists galore for them. He's really fit. He's very good physically. Mentally, we know he works hard. And he's got some quality on the ball as well. Good free kick taker, good passing range. And not bad with like the corners and the crossing as well. So I thought a really good addition to the squad. And to get him for free can only be a positive. With that out the way though, we leave the squad in a slightly stronger position than I thought. We've still not had any news or offers for Dean Morgan, but that's largely because he's been the player out injured most of the time. We've also had knocks to the likes of Chris Coyne, who's just coming back now. Heikkinen has picked up an injury too. We're a little bit short of centre-half today, but otherwise we're in pretty good nick and I'm fairly happy with where this squad is. So let's go and have a look at the fixtures and see how we've been going, because you were with me as we beat Birmingham and then got edged out by Pompey. But in return to form with a big win against League Two Bury in the Cup, Keane, Johnson and Shawunmi with his first of the season for a rotated side. Was it his first actually? Yes, it was. Then against Gillingham, we won by 2-0. Stevie Howard, well rested from that cup tie, came on and got 2 goals in this one. Against Barnsley, we won by 2-1. Guess who? Stevie Howard in the box again with both. Against Southampton in the Cup, Dean Morgan did score in his brief return from injury. It's been a really plagued season for him, I'm afraid. And then against Preston last time out, Enoch got another goal, Sean Derry got his first for the club, and the two old boys, Nichols and Howard, delivered the goods again. A thumping win of a side who were in the playoffs last year. Yes, they've had a really poor season this time, but we've got to be pleased with that outcome. We've now got a really big run in. We start with these two today. We're going to show Wolves and Palace on camera, I think, because they're both right up there as well. Could be a fun one near the end of the season if we stay in touching distance. Ultimately, looking at the top two, we've probably just lost a few too many games to be in the automatic race. But the fact we're comfortably in the playoffs at the minute is a really good sign. What we've got to do is avoid defeat against those sides in a chasing pack. We start with 4th v 5th, so let's go and get into the game between Luton and Stoke. As we mentioned, we have got a bit of a problem at centre-half. Chris Coyne either plays unfit or we have to play someone in there who wouldn't naturally work. Wasn't worth getting a lone player in for one day. I wondered if maybe like Sean Derry could play there. It says he's competent, so it might be an opportunity for him to show his versatility and quality. So he's probably going to be the centre-half partner for Andy O'Brien today, which you might not have expected to say a little while ago. He's going to be joined in the team by Kevin Foley, who might return at right back, or no, I'm not sure he's fit enough for this one. He'll probably stay on the bench for now. I'm just trying to work out who my next centre-half option is. I think it's probably Joe Keenan. So it's better I have Davis than Foley. Let's make sure we don't pick up more injuries. We've still got a very solid squad. We've still got a good 11 out today, and I fancy it to pick up some points. So let's go and get into it. If we can survive the centre-half shortage, the rest of the team looks in really good nick. Well, Kevin Foley does make the bench after all, because I didn't realise we'd only named 4 subs. What we have got to remember, though, is the reverse fixture here, where we were cruising and to 1-0 up at half-time. Then Andy O'Brien got sent off, the only fit centre-half today, and they turned it around late on with the left winger getting both. So we're going to have to try and be careful here. Will it be centre-halves that are the problem again? Andy O'Brien looking to make amends with a great ball down the left for Baraggi. Chance to cross, there's 2 in the middle. Steve Howard's one of them, and it's a brilliant save by the keeper. Howard really showing his skills now. He's starting to hit form at the right time. And he's starting to improve physically after those long injury layoffs as well. And that's the crucial thing at this stage of the season. Can we keep Howard and Feeney fit? Can we keep at least one of them in form at all times? And if we do, we've got half a chance. Sean Newton's had a booking. He's having a poor game, I think. We're going to be quite careful with this. We don't want to get caught out. It's been a quiet start to this game, so let's hope that continues as they come down the left-hand side here, the visitors, or the hosts, sorry. Keep getting that wrong today. But Ishmael's blocked out, and now Newton can break away. Plays down the line to Warren Feeney, who's had a quieter spell. He's fully fit now, so hopefully we'll start to see the goods again. Always seems to start well and then fade. As Newton gets to the byline in towards Howard. Stevie Simonson in goal as well. Fair play to him. Stoke have the chance to play out. Two sides having a good season. Are we going to be the ones to come out on top? We've started well, but that's a very easy ball. Straight in behind to Sigurdsson. Lee Grant does well, but the rebound's fallen to Ishmael, and he's haunted us again. He scored 3 goals against us in, 120 minutes this year. It's a simple long ball over the top. It's poor defending. And then Ishmael gets in on the rebound again. He seems to be our first real bogeyman of this save, doesn't he? As Baraggi nicks down the left-hand side. Through ball to Steve Howard. Can we get the instant response? Not with a finish like that. If he lays it to Feeney, he's 1-on-1. Very strange decision-making there. We have been the better side for the most part of this game, as it's a long goal kick. Not going to reach Howard, though, and Keogh can bring it forward. Sean Derry does well at the back. Hughes can't get there, though. Murphy's able to start again on the left-hand side. Back towards Simonson. Just had enough on it. Long ball's intercepted by Keane. No, it's not. He misses it. Ishmael gets in again. Back to the edge of the box. Russell shot's blocked. Ishmael again. It's all him. We just cannot handle the kid. He's making me lose my voice as well. I'm not happy with it. Let's see what this corner does. Russell will take it. It's going to be into the front post. Keith Keane does win it this time, but there's no one forward. Stoke lead 1-0. If you look at the match stats here, they've had 2 shots all game. We've gifted it to them. It's been a really frustrating afternoon so far. Sigurdsson flicks on for Stoke. Derry's able to get there and clear. And he finds a good ball round the corner for Warren Feeney. Howard's in the middle. Feeney's going alone. Feeney to Howard is just beyond him. Too much on it. And Howard can't get his head to it. Harper clears downfield. Keenan will start again. We're creating opportunities, but we're not doing enough with it. Not the best ball from Keenan. Derry forced into a clearance. Baraggi not able to get there. Harper works down the right. Will the voice hold on? Derry goes up, gets something on it, but it falls for Ishmael again. God, what is wrong with us? Ishmael is just terrorising the show. We're almost getting to the point where we're going to have to sign him now just to stop him. He's nothing spectacular on paper, but he's got pace and work rate. I guess you'd say at 18 he looks a terrific player, but he shouldn't be causing us this chaos in his current guise. Unfortunately for us he is, and in what has been a pretty even and poor first half, we're 1-0 down and Stoke have done nothing for it, so I'm going to say expect more. I mean, Keenan's playing well at left back, but on the right hand side we're getting demolished. Maybe not having Foley fit is costly today. He might have to come on soon. We can then push people on. As Baraji comes on the left-hand side with a throw-in, Newton's trying to get in there. Clint Hill fouls him. That's a penalty. Out of nowhere. Now, you may remember a couple of episodes ago, Nichols missed the first penalty at a save. I think Brunt then missed one the next game in a cup tie. Can we get back to scoring ways? Kevin Nichols, yes we can. With aplomb. Well-deserved equaliser. Sean Newton wins the pen. It's a stupid challenge from Clint Hill. But we're not going to complain. 1-1, and this would be a very good point. As we've got a throw on the left with Baraji 5 minutes later. We've really started this second half quickly. Steve Howard in the box. Deflects back to Nichols. Shot's just wide. He's up for it now. Got his confidence back with that one. When do we start making changes? Really, Feeney's had a poor game, but the only sub-striker's Shawunmi, and he's not really a goal threat as Keenan finds Howard. I also don't want to change anything while we're playing this well. Howard's got Baraji down the line, but it's a poor decision, and Bangura can break away to Harper. Derry does really well, covering at centre-half, and again, is up towards Howard the third time. Loses out, but Richard Hughes is in. Feeney and Howard will chase, but not really the man we want on the end of it there. Simonson has the chance to get it clear. And up goes O'Brien, finds Keenan. Big ball towards Howard, flicks on for Feeney. Has support from Newton, but he turns inside. Falls for Newton from the tackle anyway. Howard's in the middle. Newton delivers. Steve Howard's up. And Steve Howard scores. Again, Nichols and Howard's delivers. They're the only two that are going to be the constants here. They're the reason we went down in real life. That first season in the Championship, we were brilliant. Then we let Nichols and Howard go. And without that, we are still a good side. Let's see if we can make some changes shortly. Because Newton's turned his performance around. But we're still hanging on for dear life. The birds are getting louder. I'm sure you can hear them. With 15 to go, they're down to 10. They've made their 3 subs, and now Clint Hill's got injured. We're going to make some changes as well. Baraji on the left is struggling. Why has it gone to Stokes? What's gone on there? We've been taken to Stokes tactics when we've gone for it. That's a bit more like it. Right. Feeney off for Shawunmi. We're going to take Baraji off for... It's going to have to be Chris Brunt. And then I think I might do Newton just to avoid the red card chance. We'll go for Carlos Edwards out there. Could go Foley with Keane in front, but I want pace on the break and pace against Ishmael on that left-hand side. He's been kept on. We know the threat he's got. But we're playing against 10 and we're 2-1 up. They've gone 3-4-2. So if Edwards and Brunt can get in behind in the wing areas, we're going to be in a fantastic position. But we've also got to be wary of this man. Ishmael chasing Keith Keane, who does really well this time. Big ball forward from Grant. Shawunmi's up. We've got double height. Howard's in. Herfkins will chase him, probably catch him. But Howard with a great touch. Plays it to Shawunmi. You've got to score. Oh my God, he's missed an open goal. Enoch, come on, lad. You're taking the mick of it now. I think it's the one area, like, I've got a bit of an affinity to him. And his attributes and his height, it should work. But I think we've got to admit that that's the area we need to improve next. As Edwards delivered, Chris Brunt. The flex again. We are demolishing Stoke out wide. Where they've gone aggressive to chase this game is really working for us. Brunt's got the chance to deliver though. Back to the edge of the box. Richard Hughes plays a 1-2 with him. Brunt can cross again. Keenan's in there. Keogh clears it away. Oh, sorry, Keogh gets on the end of it. Ishmael cleared it away. I thought it was the other way round. Derry picks the ball up at the back though. He's had a really good game at centre-half, but this is the worry. Free kick for Stoke. We know they're a threat. Kevin Kyle's on up front, but it's blocked by Chris Brunt, and now Howard can break. And this is where Shawunmi should be a threat. He flicks on and he can chase it and he'll win the race. But has he got the quality? Up against Murphy. He's challenged, but it falls for Richard Hughes. Oh, just wide. We've got to stay aggressive because on the counter we're caning them. But it does leave us exposed at the back still. We're into stoppage time and Stoke have got us penned in. Keith Keane with the throw-in away. Richard Hughes will get there first though, and he's challenged. Derry and Shawunmi combine. Howard can look left. You've got to look left early. He's giving it away to Ishmael, who's through on goal. Oh, he's done it again. He scored 4 against us in 2 games. Steve Howard had a simple 5-yard pass. Why Richard Hughes is being blamed, I don't know. I said it'd be a good point, but I'm furious now. Chris Brunt gets it to Keenan. There's still a chance. Where are you going? The goal's that way. Why have you turned around? Kevin Kyle's in. We're going to lose this game. Oh my God. This is the worst moment we've had in charge. Why was he just running towards his own goal? We had a 4-on-3 and he charges towards his own goal. We've thrown it away. And in what has been a very good performance for 89 minutes, we've completely fallen apart. Every time we've tried to time waste in this save, it hasn't worked. So I thought we'd stick with it. How's Steve Howard got a 9? Because he just gave the ball away there. I'm so angry at that. It's a pathetic finish. That's probably one of our worst turnarounds of the season, to do it at that stage as well. Rob Beckwith has gone out on loan to Peterborough. Baxter has just left as well. But this has been a very difficult day. Stoke are fortunate. You're bloody right about that. It's absolutely awful. And this guy, the curse, the FM06 curse is this man. Congratulations to you. We'll be back in a minute for the next one. Well, Chris Coyne back to fitness, then suffers flu for the 2nd time in a week. He's also passed it on to Keith Keane. Luton host Burnley, but we have got some good news off the pitch. For some reason, half of our players were playing in international friendlies on the 7th of February. Don't ask me where that's come from. The positives, though, are that we've got another transfer agreed for the summer, and this time, a centre-forward you might recognise, because the player coming in is Sean Maloney on the 1st of August. Got all the attributes to be what Dean Morgan and Warren Feeney is. Can play number 10 as well. Has got real quality from set pieces. Again, for a potential change of shape in the future, could be an absolute superstar. Sean Maloney joins on a free in the summer. But for now, we've got to focus on Burnley. And we've got to work out what to do defensively. Because Chris Coyne just can't stay fit or stay well. He's getting ill all the time. We're going to change the right back, of course. Foley is back for this one, which is great. We're also probably going to bring in Marcus Heikkinen at centre-half for Derry, as well as he did. And then on the bench, it will be Sean Derry and probably Nick Basagno, if we can do it. I think he might be a better option with Heikkinen's fitness than maybe going for like a Sol Davis. I think that's what we're going to go for. On the left-hand side, because Baraji and Keenan can play both positions, I don't feel we then need Brunt and Davis. But actually, I might drop Brunt out because he played a friendly in midweek for internationals. He wasn't great. He's not fully fit. Basagno comes in. We've got to watch out for Warren Feeney, who A is not scoring, but B has again played in midweek, which is not ideal for us. So this is going to be the team for today. A couple of changes. Kevin Foley is in. Marcus Heikkinen is back. And my God, if we have another late collapse again, I might really throw my toys out the pram. Well, it's the lovely duo a lot of you mention up front. Gifton Noel Williams and Adi Akinbaye. Wade Elliott delivering the service. Stephen Wright's move there at right back. John McGreal centre half. There's some names in this Burnley team. Let's get into the first half. See if we can avoid throwing it away. Nick Basagno should make his debut today. Might even go 4-1-4-1 if we're winning late on, rather than bring on Shawumi again. We saw that didn't work out last time. Missed that open goal to put the game beyond doubt. As Heikkinen clears long. Bradgie will chase. Wright will get there first. But Bradgie should have the pace advantage. Big ball over the top. And the same could be said for Gifton Noel Williams. He gets in behind on the right. Heikkinen heads away. And Steve Howard is up against McGreal. Wins it for Feeney. Could really do with him getting back in form. Tries to find a through ball to Howard. It doesn't quite come off. But Newton's there on the right. Flicks it to Feeney. 1-on-1. Good save. Newton again with a chance to cross. Those are the ones as Foley into Howard and wide by McGreal. Great block. Those are the ones that Warren Feeney was scoring in the first few months of the season. It's Joe Keenan on corner duty. The man who ridiculously went the wrong way at the end of the last game is headed out for a throw. I guess I would have been delighted if we'd drawn with Stoke and won this at the start, but now we're into a position where we've got to win and they've got a free kick in a dangerous position. We know how many of these go in FM06. Heikkinen is going to get a booking early as well. No, he's got away with it. But Sweeney's on duty and this is troublesome. We know lots of these go in. There's only a 3-man wall, which concerns me greatly. Sweeney shoots. It's a good save. Fair play to Lee Grant. That's good goalkeeping. Let's see what we can do from this one. It's going to be delivered in and the danger is not cleared. Harrop's on corner duty. So many Burnley players in the box. Feels like we're outnumbered. Newton heads away. Foley's there as well. Richard Hughes can't keep it in. 15 gone. While we've had the best chance, it's not been that convincing a display. But we have got a throw on the right with Foley this time. Up towards Steve Howard. Wins the flick, but Feeney's nowhere in sight. Howard has to chase it himself. Not really his game. We've forced it back to the keeper though. Harrop can bring it clear to Frey. And here come Burnley again. Up to Akinbaye. Two very similar styles you feel in this game, except for they've got two big men up front instead of one. Noel Williams wins the challenge and O'Brien, but Grant will clear it downfield. Steve Howard up for the flick on again, loses out to McGreal this time. Adi Akinbaye can turn his man, and he gets a shot away early. Thankfully, it's nowhere near the target. But Burnley are a threat in this game, and we're not looking great. It's a worse performance than the Stoke match, but that seems to mean very little at the minute, as Howard's up for the long ball. Loses the flick, but Newton's there. Richard Hughes can break away. Feeney's to his right. Through to Hughes again. He's one-on-one. Has he got the pace? Has he got the composure? He's challenged, but it falls for Newton. Across for Steve Howard. And he's still scoring goals. Good on him. Steve Howard to the rescue again. 19 gone. We're 1-0 up. And hopefully that'll give us confidence, because this has not been the best of starts. And it's a Burnley throw on the right-hand side. Up towards Gift and Noel Williams. We're seeing an awful lot of this game. Keenan gets the ball into Hughes. Finds Howard. Feeney's with him. Goes for an early shot, which was a surprise. Nowhere near the target, though. Stays 1-0. It's a throw on the left-hand side for Burnley, though, and they're starting to get aggressive here as Howard goes up but loses it. Heikkinen does as well. Elliott finds Akinbaye, who's unmarked, and he puts it in. Heikkinen ran away from his position, lost the header, then left his centre-forward unmarked. That's appalling. We're starting to see individual errors in these games. The Stoke game was a great performance, littered with individual errors. And Marcus Heikkinen, yes, back from injury, but has made his own here as it's a long ball towards Feeney rather than Howard. Loses out in the air. Heikkinen wins it this time, though. Big ball down towards Frey, who will be chased by Feeney and by Newton. And Feeney might get there, forces the pressure. It's away as far as McGreal, and now Frey. Burnley are looking to get on the counter. Don't say it's all going to fall apart. Heikkinen's come again, and he's lost it again. Really poor defending. Lee Grant to the rescue. Half an hour gone, and we're starting to look in trouble again as Coyne goes long downfield. Keenan up, beats Akinbaye. Kevin Nichols back to the keeper. Barely seen him in the game today. We've not really controlled that midfield as Howard loses out. O'Brien back up towards him though. Wins that one. Feeney chases. McGreal gets there. Good defending by the experienced centre-half. Baraji finds Hughes though. The danger's not gone. Newton in. It's not a good effort. This wide of the post. Burnley will be happy at the moment. We're not really causing a threat as we're going straight from the Burnley goal kick. Big ball towards Sweeney. Heikkinen's up. Wins this one. And Feeney will chase it. Frey should get there first. McGreal back in at centre-half. Feeney's nicked it off him. Howard's in. Steve Howard deflects onto the post. Oh, a whisker away. Now we've got an injury. Wade Elliott makes the tackle. Caused by his challenge, but he doesn't get a booking. And now the injuries are starting to pile again. Keenan replaced by Sol Davis. It's going to be a very frustrating episode, this, isn't it? I don't see a way we win it. 5 to the break. Davis takes away some of that pace at the back. But he does win that ball off Elliott. Hopefully he won't injure him as well. As Howard goes up for the flick on. Loses out. O'Brien wins it second time though. And Feeney can chase. Danny Coyne does really well in goal. Experienced Welsh international and showed it. But that kick's not great. Baraji loses it. But Davis up to Howard. Flicked on for Feeney. Takes on McGreal. And can play wide instead shoots. Wide of the post. Coupled to the break. We're just starting to regain our composure. And Davis now penalised. Oh, of course, we get the yellow card. Not the man who wipes out our team. We're the ones who get the yellow card. Wade Elliott, are you finally going to get a booking? See, he should have been off there. But the referee bottled the first one. On the left-hand side, Nichols has the free kick. Feeney's unmarked in the middle. McGreal's got back at him now. As O'Brien turns inside, looks up towards Newton on the right. Flick down for Heikkinen, chance to cross. Newton can deliver. Gets it in early. Deflects to McGreal who clears. Newton again with a chance to cross. Goes into Feeney. And he scored. The goal drought's over for Warren Feeney. And on a stroke of half time, it is the perfect time to score. Almost as perfect as Stokes in the last game. Warren Feeney makes it 2-1. Delicate finish. And at half time, we're back in front at Kenilworth Road, or are we? I've gone too soon. Harrop with the corner. Feeney, it falls for Elliott. God, if that had gone in, I would have looked ridiculous. Thankfully, it's over the bar. And we do lead at the break. Or do we? Because we're still going. Lee Grant picks the ball forward. It is amazing the array of length of match you get to watch on key highlights in FM. You can get 2 minute games or literally 25-minute games. As Akinbaye goes back to right. Chance down the right for Elliott. Surely we can make it to the break ahead as Bradley's nicked it. Now we're in. Steve Howard's inside. Got to find him and does divide a deflection. Feeney's in the middle, but Howard goes alone. It's tipped wide for a corner. Bradley does so well there. It's a corner kick. This is where we want it. Richard Hughes is on duty. Outswinging delivery. Into the box. Baraji's there. Akinbaye gets it away. Foley will chase it down. Surely it's nearly half time now. Oh my God, what's he doing? We deservedly lead at the break, but it's not been vintage, and I'm not confident in our defence. The way Heikkinen's playing, I think Basagno will get a debut. And then we've only got one more sub, because unfortunately, Wade Elliott's allowed to go round and injure people. We'll throw on the right-hand side for Burnley. Quiet start to the half, but they're coming back into it now. And they cross the ball towards Wade Elliott, back to O'Connor. It's going to be annoying, because Elliott's creating everything for them, and he shouldn't be on the pitch. But right, chance to shoot, deflects to Noel Williams. That is sublime from Lee Grant. I was preparing for the inevitable there. Great goalkeeping again. I know he makes the odd mistake, but his shot stopping's remarkable. As Harrop's got the chance from the corner, short to Elliott. Can we nick the ball back? It's in towards the box, but Howard clears. And Feeney's got a sprint on against Wright here. Can he put him under pressure? He's not the quickest, right? Feeney's there, but it's forced back to the keeper. Great pressure again. Kevin Foley will deal with that at right back. And we survive it. Marcus Heikkinen's the man who's struggling. I'm tempted by the change in a minute. It's a big ask to put on a teenager for a debut. But Heikkinen's not fit and he's not playing well as it's a long ball forward, which Elliott flicks on. O'Brien forces it backwards. Feeney can nick that. McGreal's not going to get there. Warren Feeney's in. Howard's in support, but Feeney's one-on-one. Goes a little wide and dinks it in. It's 3-1 Luton Town. And Warren Feeney is back. Why were you not like this for real life, Luton? Please, Warren, why can't you go back in time? What a fantastic performance from him. And now even Marcus Heikkinen's doing all right. Says that we were 2 goals conceded in the stoppage time against Stoke, so I'm not going to get excited yet as that ball's into Noel Williams. It's another great save from Grant. I've never seen a team look so uncomfortable at 3-1 up. Harrop's got the chance to cross from the corner. And Burnley again have put tons in the box. Delivered to the front post. Howard's up again. Superb from Big Steve. And Hughes will chase it out to Harrop. Does well. Wins it back for Howard. He's going to get beaten for legs here though. Brilliant work from the centre forward. And it's 3-1 with 25 to go. We're just under 20 remaining. And Wright's got a free kick on the right. It is coming back to us now. Burnley starting to be aggressive as Noel Williams gets in. Going to look at one change potentially. And I just wonder what the best option is here, because Warren Feeney is really struggling physically. I think I'm going to do what I threatened to last time. I'm not going to do it with Basagno yet, though. I'm going to do it with Sean Derry. And I'm going to put Derry alongside Nichols, and then Richard Hughes is going to go in as a holding midfielder. We're going to have Howard replaced by Shawunmi up front, because he can then do both elements of the game. Let's just go back into it. Hopefully, this is the opportunity for us. Well, into the final 10. No Basagno debut today, but experience will hopefully win the day. And having 4 great centre midfielders gives us this option. Sol Davis does well with that to get it back to Grant. He's barely played in the last couple of months, so big credit to him for his performance so far. As Lee Grant, oh my God. Oh my God. I mean, he's recovered the mistake with a save, but I praise him. He's such a good shot stopper. But he's got chaos in him. He's like our very own little Aurelio Gomez. As Baraji picks the ball up on halfway, now he can counter. Up to Shawunmi, can't win it. Sol Davis does the second time though, and Shawunmi should beat McGreal in a foot race. Danny Coyne anticipates that though, gets it away. And with 5 minutes to go, it's been a really good performance. Richard Hughes has got the corner. Can we put more gloss on it? Heikkinen's up, keeper punches. Newton on the rebound, deflects to Andy O'Brien. Oh, what a finish. If only we'd not conceded the stoppage time goals against Stoke, this would have been one hell of an episode. But Andy O'Brien finishes it with his first goal for the club. It's a 4-1 win for Luton Town, which flatters us, but after the last game we've earned that. A really good victory, a really important result, and great to bounce back after the weekend. Let's go and see what that means for the league table. We're back into 4th place with that big win. 33 played, 61 points is not a bad return. It should have been 64. We could have been right on the heels of Birmingham. But as it is, we are still 9 clear in the playoff places. No damage done overall. we've got to be wary of Pompey, who are picking up, and a couple of the other great sides in there. You already know when we're going to be back, so let's go and look at the fixtures. We will return for the big games against Wolves and Palace. 2 of the top 3. Forest and Sunderland are in that mix as well. It's going to be a cracking run of fixtures, but we'll return for the middle 2 and 2 of the toughest tests. For now, we've got to deal with a game in 2 days' time. So it's not going to be easy work. If you enjoyed this one, a bit of chaos to finish both matches in the end, then please do put a thumbs up on it. Let me know if you think we make the playoffs still. What do you think of the signings we've added and the players we've let go? Are they the right decisions? And have I made the right ones on players to join in the summer as well? If you want to stay up to date and find out the answers, then subscribe and turn that notification bell on. We will be here every single weekday with this series, so make sure you stay up to date with it. I'm having a great time. Hope you're enjoying watching it. And I'll see you again tomorrow as we return for 2 big games at the top.